Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. And today I'm doing paid review. This is a paid review. You noticed I've got advertising space on the fridge. There we go. That's the reference number, that's the price, and that's the term. 3 months, $200 for position B1. Come on guys, get a bit of sponsorship happening. Share the love. Guys, I'm doing paid review 20 SE58. 20 SE58. What am I wearing today? Wristwatch check. Patek Philippe 5196. Today I'm doing a paid review. This is for Mark, Dear Paul Pluta, the Pontiff, and all things luxury. Archie Luxury, Archibald Chesterfield III. The famous YouTube celebrity Archie Luxury. I'm writing to you for a paid review and I've sent you $73. It's not a lot, but still more than those stingy, cheap bastards out there. Firstly, I enjoy your videos and so do many of my friends. All of us recommend your shows to other Fikehead friends. Your shows are informative, but mostly important, very entertaining. Keep it up. Unfortunately, the entertainment factor has come down since you stopped swearing and doing all your fun antics. You mentioned this was due to a warning from YouTube. Well, it's basically demonetization. But we would all guess that no one was ever offended by any way by it. It's interesting you had to stop, but many other channels do a lot more offensive talk and even about controversial topics. Some new watch channels have hosts swearing and criticizing people's watch collections. Anyhow, I'm sure you know all this and are doing what you feel is best. Hopefully the old style will make a comeback. Regardless, your channel is still one of the best. Thank you. Please review my current 9-piece wristwatch collection. What do you think of it as a whole? Anything to replace and why? I would like you, that was the first request. The second request, I'd like you to get more watches to complete my collection. As you see, my Underwood of London box fits 10 pieces. So I think 10 in the box and 1 on the wrist may be my limit. And it's reasonable and is a reasonable collection of 11 pieces. One of the watches needs to be a perpetual calendar, so I find this to be the most incredible complication. For the other one, I have some ideas, but prefer to see what you suggest. Keeping it in reasonable price range, not too crazy. Wristwatch size 19.5, 7.75 inches. Okay, my watches are listed below in order I acquired them, starting in 1997. The photos I sent you are also in the same order. Good idea. What a bit of sense that makes. Number 1, we have a Rolex. Rolex. I'm just going to call it up on my screen here. Rolex. Daytona, reference 16520. The Zenith movement, white dial, tritium. Purchased new from a Rolex AD in Switzerland in 1997. Yes, sirree. I'm just going to blow up on my teleprompter. I've got the collection of I've got a picture of the collection. At retail of 5,500 Swiss francs. Which was around 3,500 US at the time. I wear it well and have kept all out of box papers, tags, Rolex receipts, credit card receipt, dial protector. Also have all service papers from Rolex. Even in those days there was a wait list for Daytona, but it was only 3 months. Yes, sirree. What a beautiful Beautiful, beautiful collection. What a beautiful, so beautiful piece. Number 2, Rolex Submariner, 16613 black dial, T serial number, tritium dial, two-tone, gold and steel. Purchased new from AD in Switzerland in 1999 at retail of $7,500, which was around $5,200 US dollars at the time. I wear it well and have kept all box papers, tags, Rolex receipts, credit card receipts, dial protectors. Also have all service papers from Rolex. Had a 2-piece collection for 5 years from 1999 until 2004, when I inherited my late father's watches as follows. Wow, 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 wow. Number 1, Rolex day date oyster quartz, reference 19018, yellow gold 36mm quartz movement. I think the bracelet of this watch is the best bracelet. It's the best bracelet, ever Rolex has ever made, and rivals the quality and design of the bracelets of the AP Royal Oak and the Patek Philippe Nautilus. No box and no papers, unfortunately. No problems. Next piece we have here is a Patek Philippe gondola. Yes. Reference 3430/12, yellow gold square, 26 mils, manual wind. Have the original dual branded box from a retailer in Germany, but no papers. I use this as my tuxedo watch on special occasions. Yes, sirree. Have had this great, in my opinion, 4-piece collection for a long 13 years, until one day I felt I had worked hard enough and could afford to go to the next step. Then I got the watch bug, hit me hard, and I picked up one piece after another. Okay, so here we go. We got number 5. Number 5 is a number 5. This is number 5 here. He's got a Patek 5227. That's correct. 5227. This is a great piece. This is the classic Calatrava with the hinged back. Just a iconic Calatrava. So I mean, it's a great watch. That's I gotta tell you, it's a beautiful watch. It's white gold. It's got the black dial. It's a bit unusual. That 5227. That's got the hinged back. Purchased new in 2017 from a Patek AD in Italy at retail. I think this is the perfect dress watch and most comfortable watch to wear. I am surprised it is not more popular than it is. It is very popular. Speaking of which, I'm going to add a link. Paul Bettany. That's the famous actor. I'm going to put a link here. He has one. Paul Bettany. That's his most prized possession, is his Patek 5227. He did an interview with GQ magazine. I'm surprised it's not more. Well, it is very popular. Definitely under the radar. I love it so much that sometimes I feel like buying another one in a different color. Yep. Number six, moving right along. We've got an IWC Big Pilot. Reference IW5004-02. White gold. Oh, it's white gold. Dark gray dial. Brown strap, purchased on Antiquorum live auctions for $12.50 US, including the 25% buyer's fee. Whew. Original price, however, was $28,000 US dollars. It was discontinued in 2015. Absolutely unused, new old stock condition, full box papers, blank papers, tags, etc. Very, very cool. Number 7, how I look at this. This is a gorgeous dream watch. Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711. 5711 steel blue dial, purchased from an AD in China in 2018 at retail. I waited 8 months. I think this is the perfect watch piece. A true all-rounder, can wear for any occasion, for any attire. Second most comfortable watch to wear after the Calatrava 5227. Then we move on. He's got another Rolex Daytona, the black ceramic, the steel with the black ceramic dial and bezel. Rolex Daytona reference 116500LN, steel black dial, purchased from an Rolex AD in Macau in 2020 at REIT. Wow. Then we have a number 9. We've got a Rolex GMT Master 2. This is the Batgirl. Reference 126710BLNR. Steel blue black bezel. A gift this year from my wife for our wedding anniversary. Makes this my most precious watch. She got it from a Rolex AD at retail without me knowing. It was a surprise. Wow, wow, wow. There we go. What an amazing 9-piece collection we've got so far. And then he wants me to add Paul Pluta's suggestion, ArchieLuxury's suggestion for my endgame Patek. He goes on a bit. He goes, I made one mistake through the collecting journey when I bought a Blancpain Le Brassus Perpetual Calendar Moon Phase, split-second chronograph in platinum, limited edition of 100 pieces at an auction with no box, no papers, thinking it didn't matter because I would never sell it. It's a masterpiece of a watch. However, I ended up rarely wearing it because it was so thick and heavy to use as a dress watch. Too delicate and formal to use as a casual watch. I sold it. I'm not in this for any investment purposes. As you may have noticed, and wear all my watches equally often, I am often open to buying from an AD, grey market or auction. However, I'm not open to paying more than retail as there are enough choices around. I don't think I'll get any vintage pieces, and I will let my pieces become vintage as they age. Over to you. Tell me what you think. I'll continue to tell all my friends about the channel, whether I like them or hate them. Thanks very much. Be safe. P.S. You've been down lately. Very sorry to hear this. Hope all your negative matters go away soon. And remember, you still have all your follower friends. Okie dokie. Now, what a beautiful presented collection in this gorgeous box. How could you not love this wonderful collection here? What a winner chicken dinner. And I gotta say, absolutely gorgeous. We've got all our key bases covered. Everything is covered here. What a wonderful selection. So he's asked me, please review my current watch collection. What do you think of it as a whole? Okay, let's just go through each piece individually. We got the white dial Zenith Daytona. Amazing. That is a super grail to a lot of people. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous watch. We've got a two-tone Submariner. This is the pre-ceramic. It looks like you've got the solid end links. And I got to tell you, it's a beautiful, it's nice to see it in the blue, but it's nice to see it in the black as well. Beautiful, just under the radar piece there. Gorgeous piece. We've got the Rolex Day-Date, the Oyster Quartz. This is the one you inherited from your father. What a great story. Beautiful piece. You'd never sell it. An inherited piece like that, you could never sell it. Very, very cool. Same thing for that Patek gondola, that little square. That would have been a very suave, sophisticated watch in the day. That very elegant. The integrated bracelet, absolutely gorgeous. Big money in the day. Then we've got the 5227 with the black dial, absolutely stunning. I can't criticize that. The Big Pilot, It's a white gold Big Pilot. Wow. I actually do like the Big Pilot, yes. So I'd have to approve that. 5711, wow, Dream Watch. That's probably the hottest sports watch of our time at the moment. Absolutely smoking hot. We got the ceramic Daytona, black, beautiful, and a Batgirl. What do I absolutely think there? I think it's a amazing collection. So to answer your question, please review my 9-watch collection. What do you think of as a whole? Any to replace and why? Okay, so this collection here, I gotta tell you, man, you've hit so many home runs. Normally, people buy things from the AD, they get the wrong thing, then they buy things secondhand, and then they muck it up. But look at this here, this collection here, winner, chicken dinner. We got the Zenith Daytona. That is absolute gorgeous watch. I gotta say, you've got the 5711, and you've got the black dial Daytona ceramic, and you've got a Batgirl. Those four, those are very cool watches at retail. Then of course, the 5227. Look, it's not the greatest watch to buy at retail, but you've had such luck on the other things. So what? I also love your IWC in white gold, beautiful. And then you've got your dad's watches you inherited. Man, look at that. He must have been a very stylish guy. Oyster quartz, that was big money. And a Patek gondola. My God, that was sophistication, charm, elegance. That's just beautiful. So I got to tell you there, you're asking me the question. Please review. What do you think of it as a whole? Amazing. I mean, inherited pieces rock. I would love to have inherited of that caliber, Patek and Rolex in gold. Man, that is absolutely gorgeous. You can't sell them. Definitely keep those there. So what do I think of as a whole? Pretty damn amazing. Any to replace? No. So I mean, you couldn't sell the inherited pieces. That's the oyster quartz, the day oyster quartz, and the Patek. You couldn't sell. I wouldn't sell the Daytonas. I wouldn't sell the. There's nothing. I love the IWC in this collection. You can't sell the Batgirl, the 5711. You can't sell that. The 5227. That's an amazing. I love that watch. No, nothing. Absolutely anything to replace? No, nothing. Why? Because they're all so amazing. These are all gorgeous, wonderful pieces. I honestly wouldn't be selling anything there. That's an amazing collection. Absolutely amazing collection indeed there. Definitely not. It's a beautiful collection. Absolutely beautiful. So now I would like to get 2 more watches to complete, as you can see, my Underwood of London box. Okay, what would I add there? I'll tell you what I'd add. Okay, so I got to be totally honest with you there. The with Pateks themselves there, I'd almost be inclined. I got to be honest with you, for the style that you've got there. I'd almost be inclined to go for a I'd almost be inclined to go for a annual calendar instead of I'd go for an annual calendar instead of a perpetual calendar. Some of the perpetual calendars, the only problem is, one, they are huge money, and secondly, they seem to be a little bit more conservative and dainty. And I get the feeling looking at your collection, that it's more of a bigger size type pieces you like there. So I mean, I've got to be totally honest with you. I think you got amazing pieces. If I was to add, okay, so you want to add a perpetual, there's only one brand of perpetual calendar you could possibly add, and that's a Patek Philippe. What would I add? The 5327. I would add a 5327. That's what I would add. That's a 5327. I'd probably add it in white gold with the blue dial. That would be my choice. I think that is a gorgeous, gorgeous watch. That's probably where I'd go. It uses the 240 micro rotor movement, which is legendary, which complements the two 324 base watches you've got in the 5227 and the 5711. Now, that would be 39 mils, which I think 39 mils would probably be perfect. That would be a nice piece. If you wanted to go, I don't know if cheap is the right way. I don't think that there is anything cheap about an annual calendar Patek. But I would say, you know, I would seriously say a annual calendar that I really do love for you. I would be looking at the 5205. I think a 5205G. That'd be another option there. 5205. It's got the sculptured sides. Is it any inferior? Well, I think it also uses the 324 base movements of the other two, but it's 40 mil, and I think it's an absolute. You'd have to consider them side by side to pick one. I think you'd have to, because I don't think there's anything wrong with picking an annual instead of a perpetual. That's my view. Okay, and then as a watch, another watch, what holes do I see? Now, obviously, you know, sometimes it's always good to ask somebody else because you can't see the wood for the trees. What would I add here? Just looking at this beautiful, elegant collection, what would I really add there? You know what I'd love to see in the collection? I tell you what I'd love to see is a reverso. I'd love to see a JLC reverso. I think a a large grand size, a tribute to 1930. You know, there's many reversos you could slot in there because there's so many iconic pieces here. This would be a great addition to the collection. The other thing I'd like to see would possibly be a steel Submariner, because let's face it, you've got two steel Daytonas, you have got a steel GMT, the Batgirl, and wouldn't it be cool? I know you've got the two-tone Submariner, but wouldn't it be cool to have a steel Rolex diver? That would be something very cool to have in this collection. So that's possibly what I'd add. But I've got to be honest with you, an amazing collection. I don't see anything wrong there in the least. I don't see anything wrong with this collection. It's amazing. I love looking at the box, and it's beautifully outlaid, and oh my God, they're really, really gorgeous pieces here. Absolutely gorgeous. Amazing pieces. Very, very amazing there. So I gotta say, this is a beautiful collection. Looking at this box, it tells your horological journey. It tells your story. I really love it. I really, really love it. I love the fact you've got your dad's watches, and they seem to be in really nice condition. It's such a cool collection here. This is such a cool collection. Perpetual calendar or annual. Look, what would I buy? What would I buy? Look. Perpetual is amazing. It's amazing, but I do like the Patek annual calendars seem to be a little bit larger in size, and they seem to be a bit more avant-garde. Now I've got the 5035 annual calendar, which is sort of that's kind of the closest thing to a 3940 Patek, which, you know, that's also another great annual calendar, but I think you probably want something bigger from the collection you've got here. I'd probably add something bigger. The other great piece I absolutely adore is the 5396 annual calendar. Gorgeous, because it's very reminiscent of the first automatic perpetual calendar Patek released. So that's another thing to throw out there. But I think amazing collection. What a great story. I wouldn't sell a damn thing. It's beautiful, beautiful collection. You're very lucky, doing very well, and thank you so much for getting me to review your collection. What a great collection. There you go, guys. That's a paid review for today. Please, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't be afraid to put some comments there, whether you liked it, hated it, or whatever you felt. And guys, please remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need paid reviews to keep me full-time. Without the paid reviews, I ain't gonna hang around for long. I would really suffer. So please help your pontiff out. I'm poor Pluta. Tell me what you guys think of that. $50 a paid review. Look down below in the description and organize one today. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.